What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. I know so many of you are here to address the concerns. I got so many messages of really worried people asking why I'm not flying and whatnot. Don't worry, I will address your concerns, but at the end of the video. But until then, if you guys want to just sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. And before we get started, I got to give a huge shout out to today's video sponsor, Flyt Apparel. If you guys like high quality hoodies, joggers, t-shirts, shorts, whatever it might be, check the link in the description down below. There's very limited quantities left, especially these hoodies. This color really sold out really quick. So a few hoodies left on the website. Check it out. It'll be linked in the description down below. So I absolutely love this first question from Alden. He said, what is a good way to get started to fly when you are younger? So I love to see that the younger generation is finding aviation at such a young age. I think that the best way for you to see if you really want to pursue it as a passion, as a career, is see if you have any family or friends or relatives or whatnot that have a small general aviation aircraft that you can jump up in and see if you like being up in the sky, see if you like the freedom of flying. It's not for everyone, but I truly do believe that you have to be in love with it to pursue it as a career. So if you don't have any family or friends that have an aircraft, go out to your local flight school, sign up for something called a discovery flight. It's where you and a flight instructor will jump in an aircraft and you'll go up and see if it's really for you. Daniel asked a really good question. Is there anything about your aviation career that you would do differently? So me personally, I try and go through life with living with no regrets whatsoever. You live and learn with the good and the bad, and you move on and you learn from it. So there's nothing that I would really go back and change necessarily, although I do look back and say, what happens if I did something slightly different? Like instead of go to college right out of high school, maybe go to a program like ATP or a local flight school and really try and bust out my ratings and certificates and get to the airlines even younger. Now 21 at a restricted ATP is the youngest that you can get there. I was hired a month before my 23rd birthday, and I really didn't waste much time out of college. I graduated college, and 8 months later, I built all my flight time as a CFI and II, and I was on with a regional carrier in an in-dock class. So there's nothing that I would really do differently. I just like to sometimes think, what if I took college online and went to ATP and got hired even 12 or 18 months earlier? David asked, what sunglasses do you wear while flying, and also what headset? So sunglasses, I wear Oliver's People. They're a little bit high end, but they get beat up a lot, and I needed something that would last a long time. So Oliver's People is the sunglasses that I wear, and the headset. Now this is really important. I highly suggest anyone investing in a high quality headset, especially if you're going to be using it for the next decades. So Flyt Series 2 by Bose is what I use in the Jet, and I use the Bose A20 in the Bonanza. So the general aviation side, I suggest the full ear A20. It's a phenomenal headset. No, Bose did not pay me for this, although they have sent me a couple headsets, but I genuinely believe that Bose makes the best quality headset out there. And then the Flyt Series 2 I use in the Jet because I tend to wear sunglasses every time I fly the Jet, and it has a perfect slot for sunglasses to go. So Bose Flyt Series 2 and the A20 I think are the best headsets out there. Now sunglass wise, to each his own, whatever fits your face, whatever feels more comfortable, and if you're into stylish things, then maybe look at more stylish sunglasses. So Zach asked, any advice for student pilots? This is a good one. So I really believe that burnout is a real thing, and that comes with many factors in life. Whatever you're a part of, whatever your hobbies, whatever you're pursuing, you can get burnt out if you oversaturate your life with it. So student pilots, take it easy, especially if you're real young. Priorities change in life. For me, golf was a huge, huge priority in high school. I thought I was gonna be a professional golfer. I thought I was gonna pursue it for the rest of the life. And traveling every weekend, being away from friends for tournaments, that really burnt me out of golf. So especially for the people that are still in high school and even younger, just take it slow, take it easy, enjoy it. General aviation is gonna be a part of your life, and maybe flying for the airlines for the next 40 plus years. So enjoy it. Just breathe it all in and sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. It's an amazing career. I can't imagine doing anything else. But that brings me to the next question is, if you weren't a pilot, Cam asked this by the way, if you weren't a pilot, what do you think you'd be doing instead? So if I wasn't a pilot, if I didn't find aviation when I was 18 years old, I've always been kind of an entrepreneur, as so many people know, starting a car dealership when I was in college, to even back before that, washing all the neighbors' cars, cutting the grasses, finding golf balls, cleaning them up, selling them on the internet, whatever it might be. Entrepreneur has always been a part of my life. So maybe something in the business side of things, because that's what I was pursuing in college from the get-go, was business management and also marketing. So It's tough to say. I really have found recently a passion in real estate. You know, me and my girlfriend Leah, we took her online real estate class in summer of 2020 last year when everyone was kind of locked down and stuck in their houses. So real estate investment has been a big part of my life for the last 2 years, and I definitely see myself pursuing that more, especially as you get more and more time off as your aviation career progresses, which is kind of crazy, but we'll talk about that in a later video. As you get more and more senior, you get paid more, but you get more time off. I know, aviation's weird, but I absolutely love it and can't wait to be even more senior and achieve all those days off that so many senior people get. So the next question by Alexia is, for how long have you been in fitness and what have you learned along the way? Fitness has been a part of my life for as long as I can remember. Basically like freshman, sophomore year when I was wrestling. I wrestled all through high school, and fitness really didn't pick up. Like I wasn't into lifting weights as much until probably about my senior year of high school. I really got into it. I think Steve Cook was the first person I ever found. I picked up on his, I think it was called Big Man on Campus, which was a massive workout program, especially as I was going in college. I really wanted to put on size. I was just 103 pounds my freshman year of high school. I ended up wrestling at 140 my senior year. So I definitely gained weight, about 40 pounds in high school, but then I really gained another about 30 to 40 pounds my freshman and sophomore year. So fitness, I believe, has really helped my mindset. It helps me, you know, if I work out straight as soon as I get up, it really helps my day get going, and I feel much more motivated after a workout. So the next question is by Sparkle Shine 13. Where's the coolest place you've been? I mean, like all of it, the culture, the food, the history, the vibe. This is an amazing question. I think when I was in college, I went to Indonesia and I got to jump out into Pangandaran. And Pangandaran really opened my eyes. That was the first time I ever saw kind of a third world country vibe where you see all these kids with no shoes on running in the streets. There's no electricity and stuff. It really was eye-opening, and it just made me really appreciate where I come from and, you know, the first world country that we all pretty much get to experience here in the United States. And I was just extremely blessed to engulf my life in that culture, that environment, that vibe that Indonesia and more importantly Pangandaran offered. So I was very fortunate to get to experience something like that. So the last and final question, is Flyt Circle worth the whopping $14.99 a month? And is it really gonna help me progress in aviation? So Flyt Circle isn't all about progressing necessarily individually in aviation. I've developed Flyt Circle for an aviation community, and it's not just aviation. It gives you that opportunity to talk to me one-on-one about whatever you want, whether that is real estate, social media, aviation, fitness, whatever it is, I'm here to help. But it's not just about me either, and having that one-on-one opportunity or the massive giveaways like the $200 Flight Apparel gift card giveaway we had today alone. But it's having that networking, that community where once you are subscribed to Flyt Circle's website, you get an access to Flyt Circle's private Instagram where we go live there every few days. We all encourage each other to follow each other within Flyt Circle. It's just a very small, tight-knit community that I really love. I've absolutely been loving it the past 2-3 weeks that it's been, you know, around, and it seems that everyone's really enjoying it. So if you guys want to check out Flyt Circle, it'll be linked in the description down below. And yes, I know now the rumors, all the questions, you know, Garrett, why aren't you flying? You know, what's going on? How come I don't see your stories flying so much? Well, I have been flying. I've been on reserve. I've only been used once or twice a month the past few months. I've been real fortunate about that because I can focus on some other things that, you know, like Flight Apparel or Flyt Circle or making YouTube videos. So I'm real fortunate to be able to be living in base here in Charlotte and also be on reserve in just 15 minutes from the airport. But don't worry, I am still flying. I know so many people were so concerned, but I'm just on vacation. I had this 2-week vacation slot that I bid for when October of last year. So I'm heading down to Mexico next week. I'm excited to bring you guys some travel content. I know it's been a minute, especially with 2020, we really didn't travel at all. So I'll be back on reserve for the 16th of March, don't you worry. And I'm gonna try and get out flying then. So I'm gonna call first out, see if I can just knock some rust off because it's been a couple of weeks. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, take 2 seconds, smash the thumbs up button down below. And if you guys want more aviation content, make sure to leave a comment down below and consider subscribing. Until next time, peace.